Hi guys, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. And in today's video, guys, I have another tier list for you all. And in today's video, guys, I thought it might be a good idea to do an Alien versus Predator tier list as a matter of fact. So yes, we're going to be ranking the Alien and the Predator movies all together as a matter of fact. And so yeah, I thought this might be a good video to do, especially because we have another Predator movie coming on the way as a matter of fact, and we're most likely gonna get more of the Alien movies in the future as a matter of fact. So yeah, guys, but with all that being said though, guys, those of you guys that are new to the channel, I do more than just movies and physical media related content. I also do Lego related stuff, and I play video games. I do all sorts of stuff like that here on the channel. So if you guys like to watch anything like that on YouTube and want to show your love and support, be sure to go check out my channel because there will definitely be something in there for you to enjoy as a matter of fact, guys. But with all that being said though, guys, enjoy the video. Let's get started as a matter of fact. Okay. So, as far as I'm aware, all of these movies are actually in chronological order, as a matter of fact. So we are gonna start off with the very first Alien movie, and to let you guys all know, I did watch all the Alien movies and the Predator movies for my first time last year for Alien Romulus. So I am new to this franchise, and I've only seen all these movies once. So bear with me, as a matter of fact. Okay. So we're starting off this tier list, with Alien, and many people love this movie. To be honest, like I said, I'm new to this franchise, but I don't have the big biased attachment to it like a lot of you long-term Alien fans do, as a matter of fact. But yeah, this is a really good sci-fi adventure type movie. It's a little slow in some parts, but that doesn't really prevent it for being good, in my opinion. It's a very well made movie. I like the whole concept of this movie. The xenomorphs are such an iconic design, and you can even call them an iconic villain at that point because they are technically meant to be the bad guys. So it's not quite best to the best level for me, but it's definitely going in on the great tier, as a matter of fact. But next step we have Aliens, and this is definitely an easy best of the best for me. Like in my personal opinion, this one easily um improved a little bit more than the first Alien, because I actually did not think any pieces of this movie were slow. It was an action-packed sci-fi movie all the way through. I don't know why my camera's being so blurry there, as a matter of fact. Okay, that will do it. Okay. So yes, I didn't think this movie was slow at all. This was like a good action adventure sci-fi film, all the way from beginning to end, as a matter of fact. And I really enjoyed for what this movie delivered, as a matter of fact. And yes, this is an easy great movie. And like I said, I am new to the Alien franchise, but I will 100% agree that this is definitely one of the best sequels of all time. This is a classic for a reason, like Terminator 2 Judgment Day. All right. Next up on their list, we have the first Predator, as a matter of fact. So now, I'm going to say right off the bat, I'm not going to put the ones in best to the best in a specific order, because the ones I put on the top tier, I kind of like all the same, as a matter of fact. So do not expect me to like rearrange those, as a matter of fact, because all the ones I put on the top tier are pretty much like the same. But yeah, um, the very first Predator movie I actually thought was better than the first Alien, because it's got Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he is a classic action star, and he's a really good actor, and I think he betrays his character really well, as a matter of fact. And I like how they bring in Predator, as a matter of fact. The Predator is a really good villain, as a matter of fact. He's one of the Predator is kind of like one of the most iconic movie villains of all time. And yes, this is an easy best to the best, because I like the action, all the sci-fi elements that are built into this. I really enjoyed it, as a matter of fact. So yeah, this was a great movie nonetheless. All right. Next up on our list, we have Predator 2, and this is a sizable step down from the first one. So um I don't know if this is going to be a hot take or not, but unfortunately, it's going in the okay tier, as a matter of fact. So now, I mean, I don't think I'm I don't think that this is like a bad movie necessarily. I don't think it's like a great movie either, but I also don't think it's forgettable, because it has some moments that make it memorable, but it's okay, because I didn't think this was like a good follow-up to the first Predator, because I don't know why they took Arnold Schwarzenegger out of it, and then replaced him with was it, I think it was Danny Glover that did this movie. Um but yeah, they took out Arnold Schwarzenegger and replaced him with Danny Glover, and I don't know why. I don't know why they did that. That was in my opinion, that was just a stupid idea on what they did. But yeah, it's still a memorable sequel, but the story is kind of like a rehash of the first one. The story is like a rehash of the first one, and yeah, they just took out the main character for no good reason, and I don't know why. I don't know why they don't explain it at all, as a matter of fact. But yeah, that's just my opinion though. All right. Next up, we have Alien 3. And this one, I'm gonna stick it on the great tier. That's going to be another hot take, because I know a lot of you guys don't like Alien 3, but I actually don't think Alien 3 is a bad movie necessarily. I actually do not understand the hate and the controversy that this movie gives, but it picks up where the second one left off, and I think it does. I think it's a really good follow up to that movie, and yeah, I just don't understand the hate that it gets. But I like I like how Sigourney Weaver um Sigourney Weaver reprises her role as Ripley, as a matter of fact, and I want her to come back at some point, as a matter of fact. But we'll see if she does. But Alien 3 is definitely a great. But this next movie is not a great movie at all, or a top tier movie, and that's Alien Resurrection. And Alien Resurrection, you are going straight into the bad tier. As a matter of fact, I am not a fan of Alien Resurrection. Like it's always a debate. Is Alien 3 worse or is Alien Resurrection worse? Well, and in my opinion, Alien Resurrection is worse. And to be honest, I don't know why they call this movie Alien Resurrection. I just don't get it because when it because in like a movie when they say resurrection they mean somebody like comes back from the dead, and basically the aliens are not being resurrected like at all. I just don't understand the whole point of this movie. And to be honest, guys, I would want to see them do a follow up to this movie to see if they can make it better. And I'm gonna spoil the video a little bit, but I feel like the Alien franchise has been played out. But and to be honest, I would not be interested in another Alien movie unless they were to do like a legacy sequel, and they get Sigourney Weaver back for one more movie. As a matter of fact, that'd be the only other time though. But next up on our list, we have the very first crossover, and that is Alien versus Predator here. As a matter of fact, so I am actually gonna stick Alien versus Predator on the OK tier because I'm actually have not been really huge about this movie, mainly because when I first watched this movie, I was expecting this movie to be like a lot of cheesy fun, and to me it didn't really feel like it was cheesy fun. It felt like more like it because it was just slow in so many parts. And yeah, this movie just didn't really stick with me. I'm kind of, yeah, and this movie's PG-13 and not R, so we don't really have like all the violence and stuff like we've been getting in like all the other Alien and Predator movies and stuff like that. So yeah, but next up on our list, speaking of Alien versus Predator, we have the next one, Alien versus Predator Requiem. And and to be honest, guys, I kind of like this movie, and it's going in the good tier. And my reasoning because of that is because I'm gonna admit that this is more of like a guilty pleasure movie, but I still think it's a good movie because I just enjoy it as like a fun little movie. And yes, and this movie is rated R, so we do get more violence and blood and stuff like that, like we've been getting throughout both franchises. But yeah, this movie's good for what it is. And to be honest, I feel like I doubt that they will do another Alien versus Predator movie at this point. I'd be shocked if they would, but if they ever do another one, I would still watch it. But based on how many people have liked these two movies, I feel like the reviews on both of these movies are negative, and I feel like an Alien versus Predator 3 isn't very likely. But if they do decide to do one, I would definitely watch it because this one was fun. Next up on our list, we have the third Predator standalone movie, and that is Predators. And I am gonna stick this one. I'm gonna stick this one on the great tier. Because after Predator 2, I was all like, this movie's pretty good actually. This movie's pretty great. And yes, I enjoyed this movie because to me the they changed the story up a little bit. Like it wasn't like a rehash of the first or the second movie. It was a little bit of a different story. And I actually think that this is an interesting take on the Predator franchise, because I like the whole idea of the movie not taking place on Earth. I like how it's about this crew that's like up in space, and then their ship crashes on like a strange planet, and then they meet like all the different predators and stuff like that. I kind of like that whole concept of these of that, as a matter of fact. And yes, I was very intrigued by this movie. And to be honest, I'm excited to see what they cook up next for the Predator franchise. And yes, this movie is really good, as a matter of fact. And if you guys have never seen this movie, I would recommend you check it out, as a matter of fact. But next up on our list, we have Prometheus. And I don't know where I want to put this one. Yeah, I'm gonna stick it on the meh tier. To be honest, guys, what I'm not a fan of what the Alien franchise did is that they started to do prequels after Alien Resurrection, and that's kind of why I said earlier the Alien franchise kind of feels played out to me. Like I just feel like all the prequels that they did aren't like necessary for the Alien franchise. And and to be honest, this kind of felt more of like an origin story to the this kind of felt more of like an origin story to the xenomorphs than like an actual prequel to like the first Alien. It just felt like this movie was like focused more on the xenomorphs than like actually creating like a story that took place before the first Alien. And yeah, it's just not really the best movie. It's not really like a good Alien movie in my opinion. I mean, I don't think it's like abysmal or like a dumpster fire or anything like that, but it's somewhat forgettable, so that's why I'm sticking it on the meh tier, as a matter of fact. But next up on our list, we have Alien Covenant, and this one's also going on the meh tier. And the reasoning and my reasoning for that as well is because it's a sequel to Prometheus, and like I said, I'm not a fan of Prometheus because it feels more of like an origin story on the xenomorphs, which I don't think is necessary, and they do that instead of like trying to like create a story that took place before the first Alien and then Alien Covenant is a sequel to Prometheus, and and to me it does the same thing. Like it feels like in Prometheus, it's like the birth of the xenomorphs, and then the follow up to that, Alien Covenant, it just continues with the xenomorphs, and in that movie it like explains, oh, we introduced how the xenomorphs were born. So now let's do a sequel to that. And but this time we'll do it when the xenomorphs are like all grown up, and we'll see where they attack and who they kill first. And the follow up, as a matter of fact. So yeah, it to me they're just forgettable movies, and movies that just weren't necessary for the Alien franchise. Like like if they were to like if they were to like create some if they were to create like a story about like some characters that 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 like battled the xenomorphs before Ripley came in to be the hero, like if they were to do like some kind of like backstory like that, I think that would be like a good Alien prequel. And yes, to me these weren't necessary movies. Like yeah, I just felt like they could have done something else for a prequel for these movies, as a matter of fact. But next up on our list, we have The Predator from 2016, and people say all the time this is the worst Predator movie, and it's not a good movie at all. But I 100% disagree. This movie is going on is going in the good tier. I really like this movie. I It's supposed to be a sequel more than like a remake. And to be honest, I really do like this whole sequel scenario to The Predator. I know a lot of people like it, but I sure enjoyed it because it's different, and I think and I really do like the action and the fight choreography that's put into this movie at all. I actually think that this movie is very well written as well. And yes, this is a good movie in my opinion. I feel like this movie deserves more credit. Next up on our list, we have Prey. So now I actually only seen this movie one time, but um, but to be honest, I actually need to watch this movie again, because I actually need to watch this movie again because apparently I got a different impression on what the movie actually is. So for right now, it's gonna it's gonna go in the meh tier here. So now with Prey, I felt like the same thing with Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Like it just felt like an origin story on how the Predators were born. Like, and somebody actually told me that it's not that. It's a different story on where the Predators like came to fight and whatnot. I don't really remember what I was told, but I got the impression that this was like an origin story for the Predators, as a matter of fact. But apparently I got told it wasn't. So yes, it's going in the med tier right now because of that. But I need but I need to rewatch it so I can get like a different opinion on it, because apparently I got a different impression. So just know that it's likely not going to stay there until I just need to watch this movie again to like get my thoughts across to better. But the last movie on this list and for this whole video is Alien Romulus. And this is easily going up into the great tier. To be honest, the like I said, I don't like the Alien prequels at all. But in my opinion, this is the only Alien prequel that's really worth watching because like I said, I feel like the Alien franchise has played out. They've done so many prequels that weren't necessary, and this movie was a prequel, but it took place between the first and the second Alien movie, which which I thought was really cool. And that's why I enjoyed it, because it went back to the original story and where the original movies took place. And yes, this and I like what they did. And to me, it kind of filled some background information from the first and the second Alien movie on like what's gonna happen next and like what took place before the second Alien. And yes, this movie was pretty good. And I also, this was not intended to be an origin story at all. This was meant to be this was meant to be a prequel to tell like a whole nother story between the original Alien movies. And yes, this was a good return to form. I thought this is probably one of the biggest surprises of this year for me, and it was a really good movie in my personal opinion. So there you have it, guys. There is my tier list. Whoops. There's my tier list of the Alien versus Predator movies, as a matter of fact. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, as a matter of fact. I'm excited to see the next Predator movies. And even though I'm not too big on the Alien franchise, we're likely going to get another one, and I'll probably still watch it, as a matter of fact. But so yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up this video, as a matter of fact, guys. So yeah, guys, I'm going to go bring you back to more videos, because more videos are on the way sooner rather than later, as a matter of fact. And be sure you hit that like button, as well as that red subscribe button. And most importantly, make sure you press that notification bell so you don't miss anything in the future. With all that out of the way, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure you take care of yourselves, drink water, and stay safe. And I will see you all in the very next video. Bye.